Hello, greetings to somebody there. Somebody just sent a question and I decided to treat it immediately. This person's question is it possible that a particular word will function as a verb in a particular sentence, as an adjective in another sentence, and as a noun in another sentence? That is, a particular word having a place where it functions as a verb, the same word functioning as an adjective in another place, the same word functioning as a noun in another word. Now, is it possible? And give me an example of such a word. Okay, I posted this on the page, and the first person that commented just did justice to it. Go check where I asked that question. For the person that asked this question, go to the place where I posted that question. Check the first comment there. I so much appreciate that person who dropped that. Okay, to talk about this, let me tell you. It is always necessary that we try to learn the 8 parts of speech. You see, that's those 8 parts of speech, the noun, the pronoun, the verb, the adverb, and the rest of them, we normally neglect them. I know of a time when I was taking one of the persons that I take in online in private classes, when I listed the topics, when I itemized what we were going to treat then, this person saw parts of speech there, noun, pronoun, and he was like, these were the things that we were taught in primary, and they are not the reason I am here. But you see, those 8 parts of speech, even those in the university still study them. Those reading English language in the university still have something to do with those 8 parts of speech. Okay, now, one of the problems that we have in English language is understanding those things. And that is why whenever I am having anybody in a private class, I usually start from there. Because when we begin to treat other things, definitely, certainly, we are going to come across a place where I would have to go back to revising those things. So I normally love to take those things because they are very necessary. I'm talking about the parts of speech. Okay, asking about this question, we need to understand what is an adjective, what is a verb, what is a noun. It is when you understand this, because the person that asked that question gave me a word that maybe, I think this person is a secondary school student, maybe somebody mentioned this word, and in a particular sentence, the person said the word is functioning as a verb. In another place, the person said the word is functioning as a noun, and that was what confused her. Listen, you need to understand the verb. If you understand the verb, whenever a person tells you that this word is a verb, you know, you understand it. If you know the adjective very well and the functions of an adjective, the moment a person tells you that this is an adjective, this word is functioning as an adjective here, you will understand it, and so on. So we need to understand parts of speech first. We're going to treat that. Okay, going straight to the question. Let us consider the word. Let us consider the word crying. Let's consider this word crying. I'll give the first sentence. Crying. The baby is crying. Crying here is a verb. Why? Crying here talks about an action being performed by the baby. This sentence is in the present progressive tense. The baby is crying. An action is taking place. The baby is taking an action. And the action is crying. That is why it is a verb here. Okay, another sentence. You can have something like crying causes headache. Crying causes headache. In this situation, crying here is an adjective. Sorry. Crying here is a noun. Why? How? What is a noun? A noun is a naming word. A noun is a name of anything. A noun is a word that names. So, crying causes adjective. What am I saying? Crying causes headache. And something causes headache. Something causes headache. What is the name of that thing that causes headache? Crying. And a noun is a name. You have just named what causes headache. So it is a noun. If you want to know again if really it is a noun, there is a particular group of words that can suitably and comfortably replace nouns in sentences. I am talking about pronouns. Check if a pronoun can replace this. If a pronoun can replace any word in a sentence, that word or that phrase or that clause is functioning as a noun. Okay, crying causes headache. Something causes headache. That something is a pronoun. It causes headache. A pronoun. What causes headache? Now, this time around, it is in the question form. That's what has replaced this crying, still a pronoun. So, crying is a noun in this sentence. You can have something like bring the crying baby. Maybe in a particular place there are 3 babies. One is eating, one is crying, one is playing. And somebody says, bring the crying baby. The object of this sentence is baby, right? That is the object. Now, there is something here. What is an adjective? An adjective qualifies a noun, right? Or a pronoun. An adjective describes. Crying here is used to tell you which baby is being talked about. Yes, it is the action of the baby actually. But in this situation, it is used to qualify the baby, to tell you which baby the speaker is talking about. So crying here is an adjective. I can go on and on to give you more examples. But whenever there is the time, of course there will be the time, we are going to be taking parts of speech gradually also. Meanwhile, I would like to beg you, please always do well to make our videos get to students. Just by sharing. Help us reach out to students. I can assure you, I know very well that lots of them there want this. Lots of our students want this. I was following a particular post on a Facebook page where, I don't know, somehow it was asked, which subject do you miss? Something like that. And I saw so many people mentioning literature, the things that were talked about literature. It really touched me because if I check the profiles of these persons that were commenting, I was very sure that these were students. So many of these people do not know about this page. Help us share so that people will get to know about this. Thank you so much as you do so.